Good afternoon. This is Steve Fletcher with the Trumpet for My People. Today is March 28th, 2018. And over the last days, we have been watching the signs of Christ's return, the signs of the rise of the Antichrist. We were watching March 23rd. We were watching March 25th. And we were watching March 27th, which was Nisan 10, the triumphal entry. I'm going to share signs with you that came on each of these days. And I'm going to share what I see next. And what I'm going to share about what I see next is lining up with what many other people are seeing. And so I will share with you from my perspective how we arrive at that same time frame on the weekend, which lines up with Passover on the Hebrew calendar and Resurrection Day on the Gentile calendar. But before I get to that information, I want to just go over the signs that have come in over the last few days. On March 23rd, we saw that Donald Trump signed an omnibus spending disaster bill, $1.3 trillion. He said that he was very unhappy with a lot of things in this bill, that he would never sign a bill like this again. $1.3 trillion, and over half of that money is for weaponry and for military defense spending. So we see that they are preparing now, and they are prepared for World War III, for Armageddon, and they are pushing forward their agenda for World War. Then we saw on January, where did I get that from? Then we saw on March 25th that Barack Obama was back in Japan. He went to Japan. He had been to Japan on May 27, 2016, where he visited Hiroshima. Hiroshima is one of the only locations. There was only 2 nuclear bombs used in world history. Both of them were in Japan. But he visited Hiroshima on May 27, 2016. And this was a 666-day ritual for his return to Japan on March 25th, 2018. And on this day, Barack Obama said his plan was to create 1 million young Barack Obamas. Here is the information on the day count from May 27th, 2016 to March 24th, 2018. Obama was in Japan March 24th and 25th, 2018. 666 days in between both of those visits. Then after leaving Japan, Barack Obama was heading to Hawaii. Hawaii is his hometown, where his supposed birth certificate is from. And while he is in Hawaii, the news comes out that Hawaii is considering building a statue of Barack Obama for him. And this news came out on the day of the triumphal entry. Nisan 10, triumphal entry, March 27 and March 28. And news comes out of there. They're going to be building a statue for him. Okay, this is after he just said that he wanted to create 1 million young Barack Obamas. Okay, so how do we honor him for that? We build him a statue in his home state. This is happening on the Israeli feast day of Nisan 10, the day of the triumphal entry. Now I want to talk to you about a connection between the son of perdition and the sale of Jesus Christ by Judas for 30 pieces of silver and a find that they had in Israel on March 26th, just as Obama was arriving in Hawaii, just as he is planning and awaiting for the Incarnation event that we are watching for now, between now and this weekend, we see an amazing sign in Israel. Rare coins have been found from 70 AD. This was found on March 26, 2018. An interesting sign, seeing that we are right now in the days before Passover, just as Judas was planning to betray Jesus just before the Passover, selling him for 30 coins. These coins are said to have been in existence from 125 BC to 66 AD, and the coins that were just found were from around 70 AD. These coins are from the same time period as the time from Jesus Christ, and the time when Judas betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. We have talked about the connection between the birthplace of Jesus Christ, Bethlehem. The reason why Barack Obama went to Bethlehem in the Church of the Nativity into the birthplace of Jesus Christ, and that was the location of the abomination of desolation, according to Daniel, the sanctuary fortress, which is the Church of the Nativity. And now Barack Obama back in Hawaii, in his home state, because he needs to be in his home state for the Incarnation. Just as Jesus was in Bethlehem, Jesus was incarnated when he was born in Bethlehem. And then Obama went to Bethlehem. And now Barack Obama is in Hawaii. And this is in preparation for the Incarnation event that we are awaiting now. We have two uses in the Bible of the text son of perdition. Of the word son of perdition, this is only used twice. It's used in John 17:12. It says, "While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Those that thou gavest me I have kept, and none of them is lost, but the son of perdition, that the scripture might be fulfilled." And then in 2 Thessalonians 2:3, it says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." Okay, we see that the son of perdition, Judas, is the same term that is used for the Antichrist. This is only used twice. This is absolute confirmation that Judas is an Antichrist, was an Antichrist, and that the Antichrist is compared to Judas. The only two people in the Bible that are called the son of perdition. 2 Thessalonians 2:3. And then we see the timing of the Incarnation event was when Satan entered Judas at the time of the Last Supper. The timing of the Last Supper, which was Passover night, in Luke 22:3, it says that then Satan entered Judas, surnamed Iscariot, who was numbered among the 12. Then in John 13:27, it says, "Now after the piece of bread, Satan entered him. Then Jesus said to him, What you do, do quickly." So we see that the timing of the Incarnation event, the time when Satan entered Judas, was at the time of the Passover meal. the Passover meal, when Satan entered Judas, and then Jesus said to him, what you do quickly. Okay? This is where we are right now. We have just passed Nisan 10. And we are just a few days now, 3 days from this Passover event. Passover on the Hebrew calendar, and at the same time, it's Resurrection Day on the Gregorian Gentile calendar. Now I want to bring this connection to you of what we are looking at on April 1st. I want to bring to everybody's attention that the Nobel Peace Prize that Barack Obama won was for his commitment to nuclear non-proliferation. October 9th, 2009. We know that 1,260 days after that was March 22nd, 2013, the abomination event. Not only Barack Obama went to the birthplace of Jesus Christ, but he signed an agreement with Israel called the Unbreakable Alliance. This is the alliance that he broke 3.5 years later when he failed to veto the resolution from the United Nations. And he allowed the United Nations to bring a resolution against Israel, resolution number 2334. Then after March 22nd, 2013, adding another 1,335 days, it brings us to November 17th, 2016. This was the day that Jupiter was entering Virgo and the Revelation 12 sign was beginning, and there was also a conception comet. There has been great documentation, and I will share a link with you about the conception comet for those who have not studied that or known about that. But there was a conception comet that went right through Virgo on the exact day in question to confirm everything else that we are seeing. November 17th, 2016, there was a conception comet. And the Revelation 12 sign was beginning as Jupiter was just entering Virgo. What is the connection between the beginning of the Revelation 12 sign and April 1st, 2018? 500 days. Exactly 500 being the number of Antichrist. Here is the day count from November 17th, 2016 to April 1st, 2018. 500 days. And 500 is the number of Antichrist in the Strong's Greek. 500 Antichrist. The covenant with many. 3.5 years later, the abomination event. 1,335 days later, the Revelation 12 sign, confirmed by the conception comet. From this day, 500 days, November 17th, 2016, plus 500 days, brings us to April 1st, 2018, 500 being the number of Antichrist. March 31st and April 1st, Nisan 14, which is Passover on the Jewish calendar, Resurrection Day on the Gentile calendar, Nisan 14, March 31st through April 1st, 2018. Is there any type of sign in the heavens on Nisan 14 to confirm the power of this revelation? Once in a double blue moon, March 31st, 2018.